Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the 7 best supplements to build muscle. Your first one's going to be whey protein.
Protein powder, huh?
Unless you have some kind of ailment where you're not able to break down lactose, so if you're lactose intolerant, then whey protein should be one of the essentials that are in your regimen for supplements. And even if you are someone who has trouble with lactose, you can also get a hydroslate, which is essentially a broken down form of whey protein. There's no lactose in it. And so that's something that is going to be very easy for you to digest and still get the benefits of having those high amino acid profiles and something that is easy to digest and get into the system quick. Your second one is going to be, even though it's not for building muscle, it's going to help prevent the breakdowns. It's called HMB, and basically what it does is it protects the muscle tissue from being broken down.
Get they stand now, across the plain. And 10,000 Spartans!
So this is especially good if you're in a calorie deficit. So you're able to work out hard, you're able to maintain your muscle mass in a deficit and in a calorie surplus. You should be able to have a little bit more over the period of a long amount of time that you're getting sufficient growth because you're not getting as much breakdown. It's going to be the net. We're always breaking down, we're always building up, but the difference is, are we building more or are we losing? You know, how much fluctuation do we have and in which direction? So HMB is going to be one that I'd recommend to throw in there, anywhere from 3 to 5 grams. I'll personally do 3 prior to a workout and then either 3 at some other time of the day prior to bed or after the workout. I've started to drift away from post-workout because you really don't need it because you just got done having it in your system when your body is most likely to break down, right, during your exercise. So my thought is that the next best time for your body to break down is when you're in a more catabolic state where you're not giving it amino acids, you're not eating, and that would be prior to bed. So that's more of where I am at this point as I'm making this video. Your next one that I'd recommend for most people is going to be a multivitamin. A lot of people, unfortunately, don't have that much of a well-rounded diet. So having a multivitamin in place, I'd say scattered throughout the course of the day. The one that I'm currently taking, that I'll link below, is 3 capsules. So I'll take one to 2 prior to a workout. That way it's in my system. I'm able to circulate it through my cardiovascular system, and ideally have a higher concentration put into the tissues that are being worked. And the next time that I would recommend having it is with your largest meal of the day. For me, that's generally 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. So the reason for that is you're going to have a lot of breakdown. Your body's going to be in a very absorptive state from the nutrients that you have, and it's also going to be post-workout. So your body is going to be looking for more of those nutrients to replenish what you've used, and it's going to be in more of a rest and digest, a parasympathetic nervous system. So your body is really going to be maximizing what it can to restore itself. Number 4 would be to have something that aids in your sleep. So sleep is going to be one of the best things for increasing your testosterone, for your human growth hormone, for recovering from that hard workout, especially your central nervous system. So you're also going to want to have that good sleep in place. So it could be something like a 5-HTP that helps to produce serotonin, and that helps you to relax and fall asleep. You could also have a mild melatonin supplement. These are generally going to work better for you at a lower dose, and that would be something that helps you to fall asleep. I have all these lights going on right now. This is horrible side note for prior to bed, right? So you want to try and cut the lights as much as possible. Too far away to grab, but I actually have some blue blockers. That'd be kind of another one. So not a supplement, but just some kind of lifestyle things, which is another large part in a video in itself. Okay, so our next one is going to be fish oil. Fish oil, you have to be a little careful of it. You really want to try and get a good source. You want to make sure that it hasn't been like sitting on the shelf for a long time and being broken down, but that's going to be high in your omega-3s. This is going to be something that, again, you kind of pair later off in the day with your main meal of the day, and that way your body's able to counteract that inflammation that you have from exercise or anything else that is putting stress on the body and bring it back down. Unfortunately, a lot of Americans have a very high ratio of omega-6, which again is inflammatory. Do that over a long period of time. Chronic inflammation leads to various diseases. In addition to that, you want to stay away from your sugars. That's something else that is going to be high in inflammation. 4 to 10 grams of omega-3 fish oil. The best thing to do is to get the actual form. Another good whole food version of this is going to be your pasture-raised eggs. You don't want the cage-free. Those birds are pretty much like on top of each other. It could be as simple as having half a cup of coffee if you're sensitive to caffeine. It could be 2 or 3. I really do like Optimum Nutrition's. So it's got caffeine in there. That's going to help to release catecholamines, move fatty acids into the bloodstream so that you can burn them off. It's going to give you more energy or a sensation of that energy by blocking the adenosine receptors. Beta-alanine is going to increase your endurance. Creatine, one of the most well-researched for increasing your output of strength, your explosive power, more or less. So your plyometrics, your sprints, your weight training, very anaerobic activities. Say L-citrulline. So that's another great component for helping to kind of give you energy and reducing the amount of fatigue that you feel. Magnesium is a electrolyte that is responsible for relaxation. It's responsible for over 300 metabolic processes in the body. So having that is imperative. You have anywhere from 150 to 300 prior. Most recommendations for the average person is about 400. So if you're moderate to advanced athlete, you might need more due to the demands you're putting on your body. So have that prior and post, and then maybe one other time during the day. Last but not least, your vitamin D3. And arguably in tandem with it, you want to have your vitamin K2. Building muscle, it's going to help you with your hormones, it's going to help your immune system. It's going to do a lot of great things for you. And you want to have in tandem with that your vitamin K2. That way it prevents it from going into soft tissue. Go out in the sun, especially summertime, and get that. That'll be so much more better for you than taking it in a supplement form. Have the vitamin K2 in tandem. You can get that from any kind of something that has probiotics, so your kefir, your kombucha, your yogurt. Sauerkraut's a great one as well. Just take your time with it. Fitness is a journey. Your health and nutrition is a journey as well. Take it one step at a time. Make each one of those steps deliberate. Make them count. Keep it measured, and keep yourself accountable in some way, whether it's sharing on social media, whether it's telling a friend like, hey, I'm trying to make these lifestyle changes, I want you to check in with me. Maybe take somebody else that's in the comments or who's like this, be like, hey, I'd appreciate the help. Like, help each other, guys. Like, I'm one person, I hope I'm helping you, but help each other as well. That's how we make the world a better place, by building each other up and having that community of fitness and health going forward. Everybody wants that in their life. Everybody wants to be fit well. No one wants to be overweight. No one wants to be going up a flight of stairs and holding onto the railing, sucking a bunch of air, and meanwhile everybody else is just passing by. No one wants that out of life. No one wants to get passed by in life. So keep that body going, or get it started going. And I encourage you, if you're on the couch right now watching this, like, okay, 7 supplements, like, find what works for you and do it at a pace that is so reasonable that you can do it tomorrow and the day after that. And it's something that you can slowly start to build a lifestyle out of. It doesn't have to be like grind. Like, find your pace and then just do a little bit more each day. And if that sounds daunting, just hold the line, guys. Just hold the line of where you are. Don't fall back, and just keep that pace. And eventually you're going to retrain your brain of like, okay, I'm coming in here to make a difference in my life. And whether it's the worst 30 minutes ever, whether I feel like crap or whatever, like, I am here for me and I'm going to make this happen. Like, this is my 30 minutes that I'm here to improve myself. I don't care about anybody else. I'm here to be a better version of myself, or at least work on being a better version of myself, And it might not always be pretty, might not always be the best experience, but doing it time and time again, it gets easier. It gets easier because you're getting stronger, right? You always want to push yourself, but mentally, and I would argue a lot of this is mental, that you get much more out of it by continuing through and building more discipline than always seeking out motivation. Try and have things that motivate you throughout the course of the day that are going to be reinforcing factors, but at the end of the day, you're going to have times when you just don't want to get out of bed. You're going to have times when you get in the gym and you're like, oh, it's too crowded, The obstacles are always going to be there. The opportunity is not. Seize the opportunity, seize the day, make it happen, take charge of your life, and be that better version of yourself that you believe in. And you have to believe it. Believe it, see it, and then take it day by day, chisel that thing out, and make it a reality, guys. If you want to see more workout videos that include a PDF that you can download, take to the gym with you, print off. If you want more fit foods, basically a recipe book, if you will, of what you can do to both satisfy the palate, but also help with your recovery and efforts in the gym. More vlogs, very similar to this, but in a more organized, broken down fashion, that you can go step by step and really get the most out of it in an organized way. And basically, taking you from your fitness of A all the way through Z, giving you your blueprint fitness plan to get from beginner to intermediate to advanced, and anything in between. So check out davidtoddmiller.com for that. And if you guys have any questions, comments, put them in the comments below. Feel free to reach out at info@davidtoddmiller.com. And as always, have fun, work hard, and I'll catch you in the next video.